first of all, please don't be giving me any hate for the fact that I'm wearing a Christmas jumper in February. If you look outside, you probably think it was Christmas, so I think it's totally acceptable. Hello everyone, my name's Josie and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, hi, welcome. So I'm gonna start off by saying the same old YouTube rubbish that everyone says. If you like this video, press that like button and please don't forget to subscribe to join this lovely fun family in our little corner of YouTube. So I've been saying for a while now that I was gonna do an audition tip video, but obviously auditions is quite a huge subject. So I thought I would just start off with talking about how to pick a good audition song, because that alone can be quite a hard kind of thing to work out what you're gonna do. So I've got a few tips that hopefully might help you just a little bit when picking what song to sing at an audition. So the first question you've got to ask yourself is, what are you auditioning for? Is it a musical? Are you auditioning for drama school? Are you auditioning for a cruise ship? Because sometimes all these different things can ask you for very, very different sort of material to bring to the audition. Obviously, if you're auditioning for a drama school, you want to pick 2 songs that show you off the best. But if you're auditioning for, say, a musical, you might want to think about your song choice a little bit more specifically. The best thing to do if you are auditioning for a musical is think about what musical you're auditioning for and then try and pick a song that's kind of similar in like a similar musical style, maybe a similar time period, and possibly with character traits of the character that you may be auditioning for. It's a really good tip in your audition to never sing a song from the show that you're actually auditioning for. A lot of casting directors really hate this. However, they might ask you to, in which case ignore me. But if not, it's best to kind of think of something different but along the same lines. So a really good tip I often say is to look into the composer of the musical you're auditioning for and see what else they've written. For example, if you're auditioning for Les Miserables, you do not want to sing On My Own. In fact, just never sing On My Own, or Dream to Dream, or Stars, or Empty Chairs, Empty Tables. However, it might be a nice idea to look into the composers or look into similar composers to give you some ideas. For example, why not look at the Pirate Queen, a little bit more obscure, or maybe start looking at something like Jekyll and Hyde, a different composer but a kind of similar style of music. So if you're auditioning for a musical such as Oklahoma, you might want to look into a different musical that Rodgers and Hammerstein have also written. The other way we can kind of do this is to try and look at the character traits of the person that you are auditioning for and then try and find a similar song that may show the same sort of things. Going back to Oklahoma, say you're auditioning for Ado Annie. Now, you might want to start trying to find another comedian song, and you might also try and think of a song that shows a similar accent to the Oklahoma accent. Try and think outside the box to think of something that no one else is actually going to sing. So for Ado Annie, maybe a nice idea would be UNCOUPLED from Starlight Express, because it's kind of got a similar kind of southern accent and it's a comedy song. Yes, it's modern, but it still kind of shows the things that you want to show in that audition. So you gotta think smart. However, it's really, really, really wise to not sing really, really popular musical songs. Right now, I would avoid Hamilton, I would avoid Dear Evan Hansen, I would avoid Heathers, anything that's popular. Musical theatre tends to go through trends, but there are also a few musicals that you kind of want to avoid in general, Wicked being one, Les Mis being another. Just use your noggin. But I will say this, thinking outside the box, you've got to remember that everyone's trying to think outside the box. So what I've found happens sometimes is that everyone tries to find the obscure stuff, and then everyone comes in with the obscure stuff and no one's singing the popular stuff. So it kind of works kind of in this massive circle. So sometimes stuff that you think might be really popular isn't always necessarily going to be what everyone sings. You've just got to choose what you do best. One way of doing that is simply sticking to your strengths. If you are not a belter, don't sing Defying Gravity, even if you think that's what they want to hear. It's so easy to get off-put at auditions and sit outside and hear everyone belting these big tunes out, but don't feel you have to be the same as everyone else. Play to your strengths, because that's what's going to make you stand out amongst everyone else. Pick what you sing best. If there's a note in a song, for example, that you don't always hit and it's kind of a 50-50 chance, then just don't sing it. You have to go into that room being 100% confident with yourself and your choice, and knowing that you can sing that song day in, day out, and it will always be the best that it can be. If you go in thinking, oh, there's a note at the end of this song I'm scared of. Oh my God, it's coming. Oh my God, it's coming. Sing what you do best. And don't sing what you think they want to hear. Because if they want to hear something, they will ask for it. Going a little bit more further into that, you also want to think about stuff that you can make entertaining in an audition room. Don't pick a song that's boring and doesn't go anywhere, or doesn't have any story, or that you can't really act. Because they want to see your personality, they want to see your acting chops. So, you know, really try and emote through the music and pick a song that you are comfortable doing that. The best thing to do is just research, research, research until you are happy. My other little tip is once you have decided your song, know that's what you're going to sing. Because it's very, very easy to walk into an audition room and hear what everyone else is doing, and then suddenly your brain starts going and you're like, oh, I need to change my choice, I've chosen the wrong song, it's not gonna be right, they're not gonna like it. Stop it. You've chosen that song and you sing it well and it shows you off well, and that's what you're here to do. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't get worried about what other people are singing. Just do you. You're you. And if you're not right for the role, but as long as you've done the best that you can do in the room, that's all you can do. So if you're auditioning for something different, for example, a cruise ship, I would just say do your research. Find out what sort of shows they have on board, find out what sort of music and songs are in their shows, and then try and pick your song choices accordingly so they suit what that ship has on board. Not all cruise ships are the same. All companies are different. Just do your research. And also, it's nice to pick a song you enjoy singing. That helps a lot. If you're sitting there singing and you hate the song, you're like, oh, it's gonna show. So pick something that you're passionate about and that you enjoy, and then hopefully that will come across in an audition room. And also, like I said, it's really important to go into an audition knowing what song you're going to sing. However, it's not a bad idea to bring a rep folder in with you with some other stuff, because I've had this so many times. A panel will turn around and be like, oh yeah, we like that. Have you got anything that's a bit like this? And if you're on the spot and you're not prepared, then sometimes you can just be a bit like, oh God, I don't know. And then flicking through your rep folder like continuously. So I would say have a good variety of stuff with you just in case. But don't put anything in your rep that you are not comfortable singing, because you don't want them to pick something out and then you be like, ah. So that's all my tips for today. I hope that's helped you a little bit. If you have got an audition coming up, good luck, and let me know what you're thinking about singing. Also, if you have a specific role or musical that you are auditioning for, hey, pop it in the comments, let me know what you're thinking about singing, and maybe I might be able to help you and let you know if your song choice is a good one, or maybe suggest some other stuff for you, because I love all that. I think it's really fun. I'm also thinking about doing another similar video, maybe talking about how to get a good rep folder and what different styles of music and categories you kind of want to fill in case they throw something at you. Like, hey, sing me a rock ballad. There's a few categories I think you should have covered overall, so I think I might do that. If you would like that, let me know, comment below. So like I already said at the beginning of the video, if you've got this far, like, subscribe, hit that button. Lots more videos like this to come. I hope you're all well, everyone, and have a lovely day, and good luck auditioning. Bye!